I recently just dropped a short film called I Am Alive, and somebody had commented like, yeah, you should do the behind the scenes on it. And it's something I was already going to do, but like, it let me know, like, yes, I got to do this. So it was certain things like asking how I did some of the effects. When it comes to effects, I look at it like this: less is more. All right, less is more with effects. When we first start, we tend to put too much. You know what I mean? If you watch any of my older videos and like my style, you would see like in music videos and my early vlogs and stuff, I tend to use too much effects, but I was just trying to find my style. Now I kind of found it, and I'm just realizing less is more, man. You don't have to. The thing about edits, you do not want people to notice. You just want them to make the movie flow. And in this movie, it was just that. It wasn't no special effects. Just I had this part right here. Check out this scene. And this scene basically right here was easy, man. I just set up a camera on one angle close, and then I had another one that was like showing him as he's walking, and then I had another clip that showed him hopping over. So basically I shot the same exact scene 3 times in 3 locations, you know what I mean? And just chopped them up. There was no like real audio from like speaking or anything like that. It was just narration the whole film, because I felt like it's just me. When I first started this, I didn't know how I was going to make a movie with just one person, but I started to think about some other movies like I Am Legend, and that's where I got the I Am name from. I think another thing I learned in this, because I learned a lot making this film, man, and I learned a lot of things that I was doing wrong just through this whole process. And another question I got was, how did I film in low light? I think filming in low light is probably where I could have stepped my game up. So I wasn't really sure how to break it down, because I'm still learning shooting in low light. But what I did do was I just found lighting. I just looked around. I had did vlogs before in this spot at nighttime, and I used like the LEDs they got hanging up outside. Every school around it's got decent lighting at nighttime. This particular spot wasn't the best, but I mean, I utilized what I had, man. And outside, I knew this was going to be a good situation. That's how you got the school scenes, from just knowing that's a decent form of light. And then I had one scene where I was just walking down the sidewalk at night, and I think that just turned out good, because the night lights, they're like purplish LED kind of, almost blue lights, almost like black lighting. And I had actually seen these spots like, man, I want to learn how to film night. I want to learn how to film at nighttime. So that's one thing I'm going to work on, and I'm definitely going to be giving y'all vlogs and stuff about it, about like how I shoot at nighttime. But for now, just try and find a light source. Don't put your ISO up too high, and you know what I mean, make sure you got the white balance right, because I'll say the main thing about film is white balance. You can have the best camera in the world, if you don't understand white balance, it's not going to look good, man. It's always going to seem too blue or too warm, like too yellowish. So you got to get that right. But in this film, honestly, I didn't do too much of color correction. It was just white balance, contrast, some saturation, and I had used a LUT, which kind of was like, you know, changing the temperature of it, but I threw that on, and that's what kind of gave it the look ahead. And I'm still trying to perfect the look of how I want to do things and get better, man. Yeah, I just came up with the idea, and I wanted to make the film, and you know, it started out as something else. It was started out as a Halloween movie. Then Halloween ended, and I ain't get anything really done. So I'm like, man, it can't be no Halloween movie. But I knew I had something, and it was all based off a character, an addict. Every film I'm going to be bringing y'all is basically going to be some type of character, and that's what I'm going to be going for in my films. The character's going to lead the way, and then I'll just build it from there. Get dope locations. I got a couple locations coming up that's going to be really dope, man. I got some things I'm working on. I think my best advice for anybody trying to make a film with no money, just think of a character in your brain that would be cool to play. Think about if you got any friends maybe, and of a really cool location you can film at, utilize them, and then go from there, man. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just night filming, learn white balance, and learn ISO, and just don't put the ISO up too high, you know what I mean? And yeah, find a light source outside and go from there. But that's it, man. Look, there's gonna be a video popping up right here. That's the film. Click that if you want to watch this film, and like it, all that shit. Subscribe to this, like this if you found value, and I'll see you next time.